Hey everyone, BaseDS here, and welcome as we begin the journey to Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm actually doing something a little bit unorthodox here. So, usually for something like this, in a series that has so many games, you would ideally start out with the original game. But I'm actually taking a different route and starting things off with the mobile game Kingdom Hearts Unchained X, and I got two very big reasons for why I've done so. Main reason one, despite being a mobile game, things in Unchained X will greatly affect how things in Kingdom Hearts 3 will ultimately play out. And plus on top of that, I'm also waiting for the PS4 ports of Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5 Remix. That way I can have access to all the playable games on that and be able to upload Let's Plays of those games in beautiful 60 frames per second. So, yeah, bit of a personal reason, and also yet more of a main reason, because, like I said, despite it being a mobile game, it's going to be very important to how Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to play out with the story, and of course, concerning the Keyblade War and everything. And now, what Unchained X actually is, it is a port of the original Kingdom Hearts X game that was only available in Japan, and believe it or not, was a web browser game of all things, so yeah, go figure that one out. And its services actually ended sometime last year, I believe in September, so while technically it is not a full one-on-one port because it's not going to have the original ending that the original Kingdom Hearts X did, but when we get to that point where Unchained X diverts away to where the story ended with Kingdom Hearts X, then I will gladly go ahead and go through that whole issue concerning the main ending and of course the secret ending, because let's be honest, even if something stays in Japan, it's going to be very vital to how the overarching plot within the Kingdom Hearts series ends up being. So again, I will get to that point when we do cross that bridge, but we've got a good amount of time before we even get to that point, so no sense in worrying about it this early on in the LP, right? But anyway, I do hope you all enjoy this. This is something that I've had in the works for quite some time and have had issues with, but luckily I think I've got those issues worked out. And just cross your fingers and let's hope for the best that this LP can be pretty successful, and I hope you all enjoy this too. So without waiting, let's just go ahead and start this thing up. And yes, we will go ahead and accept the user agreement, otherwise we can't play it regardless. And no, I do not have anything to migrate. And we get 300 jewels when the download is complete. I'll get back to this later.
Long ago, people lived in peace, bathed in the warmth of light. Everyone loved the light. Then, people began to fight over it. They wanted to keep it for themselves. And darkness was born in their hearts. The darkness spread, swallowing the light in many people's hearts. It covered everything, and the world disappeared. But small fragments of light survived in the hearts of children. With these fragments of light, children rebuilt the lost world. It's the world we live in now.
Look deep inside your heart. This is where your journey begins. And we'll just go ahead and collect our 300 jewels, but I'll wait until this actually comes up in the tutorial to go over exactly what jewels are, but that's for later. So here we go. Banisher of Darkness, Gatherer of Light. What is your name? Oh, that's simple. I'll go with my internet pseudonym that I've been known for pretty much the past, oh hell, I want to say, yeah, about 10 years. Hard to think I've used that same name for so long. Anyway, this is only temporary, so I'll just go ahead and choose cool black, cool red gloves. I'll go with a layered hairstyle. Yeah, I think that's more my hair, pretty much. That's good for me. Which union does your heart belong to? So, unions. There are 5 unions. Work together with your fellow union members to accomplish great feats. So, pretty much, choose your team and stick with it. Of course, granted, you are free to change your team freely whenever you want to. But anyway, as for our unions, we have Unicornus, Angus, Leopardus, Vulpes, and finally we have Ursus. So I will say, as much as I dig the awesome unicorn look, due to story reasons and just because I like her character so much, I'm going to go ahead and join the Vulpes Union. As for who I'm talking about, you'll see her soon. The Keyblade holds the power of light, the power to drive away the darkness. And with that, we're thrown right into the tutorial, so say hello to Daybreak Town. So the basic gameplay functions, movement, just go ahead and tap the screen to approach the Heartless that's on the field. So we'll just go ahead and do just that. Engage in a battle with these shadows. So for attacking enemies, you can either tap the Heartless to attack it, so to go ahead and focus all of your power on one, or just anywhere on the screen to target a random one. So we'll just go ahead and tap there. Swipe. And there we go. So, use medals to attack. Once all medals have been used, it's the enemy's turn. So, it's basically reminiscent of the old-school turn-based RPGs, to where you have a turn to attack, then the enemy has a turn to attack. And speaking on the medals, this is one of the main differences between Kingdom Hearts Key and Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. The original game actually used cards instead of medals, and when they were testing the game for the audience over here in the States and in other countries, they didn't really respond too well to the whole card thing. Of course, then again, if they played Chain of Memories, I can see where they're coming from on that, but I'm really a big card person, so I had no problem with that setup regardless. But hey, Chain of Memories was 2004, so nothing we can do about it now. Overall, though, that really was a good game, and it was my first Kingdom Hearts game, as a matter of fact. But we'll actually delve into that more whenever we get to the remake, of course. So let's go ahead and open this box and have our special attack gauge boosted up to max. So collect attack prizes to charge the gauge. You can unleash a powerful attack once you have enough. So basically, you can just go ahead and use the medal to initiate a special attack. As you can see there on the side, swipe a glowing medal to unleash a special attack. So as you can see, there's a 2 beside the medal, so that means it'll use up 2 bars of our special attack gauge. So just go ahead and swipe the medal like so, and it did a pretty good amount of damage to all 3 of them. And so to level up, you just go ahead and collect Lux, and you gather all that by defeating Heartless. And really, Lux doesn't increase stats whatsoever. That's more along the lines of the other stuff you can do in the game. And basically, the only thing Lux exists for is for unlocking more outfits and all that, the further you level up. And of course, each quest you take part in has objectives that you can clear for bonus items, of course. Got some avatar coins and a mythical shard. We'll go into the avatar coins more later on down the road. Pretty scary stuff, huh? But you get an A for effort. You look a little confused. Here's what's going on. Your pursuit of light made you the perfect candidate for a Keyblade Wielder. Darkness is spreading, and it's up to you to use the weapon to get rid of it, collect light, and in turn save the world. The monster that was just defeated belongs to the darkness and is called a Heartless. These Heartless scour the world searching for hearts, spreading darkness as they go. The Keyblade is an effective weapon against them. I hope this is all sinking in. Anyway, I was assigned by a certain someone to watch over a new Keyblade Wielder. You! I'm Chirithy. I'll be supporting you the whole way, teaching you everything you need to know and more. Nice to meet ya! Right now, that Keyblade is just like you. It has room to grow. To unleash its true power, you'll need to use fragments, special metals that you can set in your Keyblade. Anyway, that's a lot to take in. So, why don't you use the Heartless here for some practice? And of course we have our hub for the Daybreak Town. So we'll just go ahead and go on to quests. Quests are how you're going to be progressing through the story and everything. So as for that, we'll just go ahead and do just that. Complete a quest to unlock the next one. Keep it up. Yeah, I'm probably sounding a bit monotonous by saying all this stuff, but nah, never hurts to be safe. Although, I don't see why I would need to be safe in this situation. So, friend medals. Select a friend's medal to take with you on your quest. So, ultimately, in the end, your Keyblade is going to be able to have 5 medals once you get it leveled up and everything. But before you enter a quest, you can actually choose a medal from one of your friends if you're part of a group, or just someone completely random. I would say just try to join a group as quick as you can. That way you can have access to all the best medals that they in turn have put a whole lot of time and effort into crafting and making it the best medal they could possibly make. But we'll just go ahead and take that KH2 Sora medal. And we'll go ahead and deal with these shadows here. So attacking multiple enemies, flick the screen to attack all enemies. So usually this is what I do most of the time. Unless I'm facing a really powerful Heartless, I'll always swipe, that way I can attack everyone on screen. But if there's just one strong Heartless on the screen, then I'll just go ahead and tap the living hell out of it. Seems to work for me. Now we'll just head on down here. Get rid of these shadows. Before I head on down there, let's see if there's anything hiding over here. Nah, no, just some materials. Alright, let's go ahead and take these guys out. I want to see here. Okay, so it's a single one, alright. But yeah, basically if you want to check and see what all your medals can do, just go ahead and press down on the info button, and you'll be able to see if the medal's special attack will target one enemy, or if it'll target all of them, or if it'll be completely random. Plus you can also check its stats and everything. Well, not stats, but a description of its effect and everything. And we get 300 more jewels. And this is where jewels come into place. The shop. Spend jewels and get powerful medals to strengthen your equipment. Okay, so one thing I just need to lay out right now. Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key is a free-to-play game. But unless you spend actual money, and believe me, even if you try being free-to-play, it would be extremely, extremely difficult. Unless you cash in real money to get as many jewels as you can get in hopes to pull some of the best medals you could possibly get out of here, you're going to get kicked over and over and over, trust me. In the later quest, when I was on my phone's version, yeah, I got throttled several times over. So, unless you want to be really, really good at this game, you gotta fork over the cash, unfortunately. Nothing that can be done about that. So we'll spend 300 jewels to get one medal. Of course, granted, this is the tutorial, so I know exactly what it is. It's gonna be no surprise. And we've got KH2 King Mickey. So it attacks all the enemies in the area, but it only does one hit. So try equipping our new medals. So we just go over to the Keyblade menu, go to swap medals. And we'll go ahead and get rid of Donald, because let's be honest, he never heals us anyway. That joke has probably been done to death so many times, yet it still rings true so much. Alright, on to the next quest. Is there anything good here? Ah, nope, nothing good. Okay, I'll go ahead and take young Hercules then. I was hoping for a real OP medal to just randomly pop up there. It would have been so funny to see. So, one turn triumphs. Basically, if you can defeat the enemy in each battle in one turn, more lucks, and on top of that, extra goodies, because 9 times out of 10, getting one turn triumphs is always going to be a mission objective. It just always is. So we'll just come on down here real quick. Okay, nothing there. deal with this lone shadow. Now, let's see what we got down here, shall we? Nah, just some more materials. And basically all the materials that you're seeing on the field that you can pick up, those will go towards strengthening your Keyblade, but we'll get more into that later when it pops up in the second half of the tutorial. And so, attributes. Each attribute has a strength and a weakness. Basically, it's a big game of rock, paper, scissors. Power beats speed, speed beats magic, magic beats power. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and use one. Let's go ahead and grab these materials real quick. Alright, Mickey, do your thing. Ooh, that was actually pretty good. Okay. Let's go ahead and wipe out this shadow and soldier. There we go. You've managed to tap into the power of the Keyblade. Lesser Heartless won't stand a chance. But in order to defeat stronger foes, you must combine your strength with those who share your purpose and aspirations. Your friends will become your power. And so we have a raid boss. Of course, then again, this is the tutorial, so it's not going to get a chance to do anything. But basically, depending on certain types of Heartless that you'll destroy during your quests, usually a raid boss will just randomly pop up and get in the way, and it'll stop your progress in the story, and you can't continue on another quest until you get rid of that raid boss. There are others who collect the light, but not all of them share the same goal of bringing peace to the world. You must discover who amongst us walks the path of darkness. I know this is overwhelming, but darkness waits for no one. In fact, it's found its way to a bunch of other worlds, which need your help. I know a way to these places. Are you ready? And with that, we are done with the first part of the tutorial. So, next time we'll be kicking things off in the Dwarf Woodlands. So until next time, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all again later.